Will Mspr squeeze all the way back upwards of the $1 levels by the end of this week? And is this simply just a pullback in the bigger picture, or is this a ticker we should be locking up profits or cutting your losses and walking away from? What's up, friends? Today, we're discussing Mspr under three different lenses: the why, the what, the where. The why, we're going to be doing a calibrate breakdown as to why this ticker was running. The what, we're going to be doing some stock analysis. The where, I'm going to tell you guys where to get in and where to get out. So without further ado, if this is the type of content you guys like, hit that thumbs up button, and now let's get to work. So when it comes to Mspr, guys, this is a ticker which is ran from the 25-cent level, 27-cent levels, all the way upwards of 75 cents per share. Now, the why is going to be extremely important. The why is going to be extremely important. Why is the why so important? The why is important because if we can understand why a ticker is running, then we can anticipate the longevity of its move, right? And if it's running based off of no news at all, then we can surely assume that the same reason it's going up is the same reason it's going to come down, which is whole lot or nothing, right? It's going to go up for no reason, it's going to come down for no reason. Now, MSPR is actually a ticker which I did make a couple of videos on previously, so let's go over here. Right, if we go over here and we take a look over here at MSPR. So I made this video about 7 days ago, premiered November 4th, okay? And listen to what I said about MSPR. At this point, the stock is trading at approximately 50 cents-ish. If you look over here and listen to what I said. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not a fan of this. I do see it potentially giving us a bounce to potentially the 70-cent levels, right? 67 cents-ish. But if it gets around these levels, I would honestly cut my losses and walk away because, can it eventually get back to, 80 cents or so? It's possible. It's not impossible. Again, it's a very low float stock, so a freaking fart can cause it to jump up to the moon. But at the end of the day, I think that is it worth holding? Because I could see it potentially heading all the way back down to this 30-cent levels, right? I could see that easily happening, right? Which is another 30% drop from where it's sitting at right now. So 30%, the 30-cent levels is where I called it going to, and it came all the way down to 27 cents. Now it's funny because I said at some point I do see it coming back up and testing the 80-cent levels again, which would you look at this, right? It came all the way upwards of 75 cents. And now it's back down to the 50-cent levels again. Now, where is this ticker heading from here now? That's going to be the main question, right? So, unfortunately, it's once again running based off of no news at all. I mean, there's really no news, okay? There's no news for MSP recovery for it to be running the way it's running. So, all we're really seeing is just volume. And I tell you guys this always, right? Volume is fleeting because it's always looking to go to the next ticker that there is more opportunity in, right? And we are already seeing this with this next ticker, whether it's a LFS or is it LFS? Let's take a look. Yeah, this LFS ticker, right? It's sucking up all the freaking volume out of the markets, right? I mean, if you look at the volume it's got, right? I mean, it's got an insane amount of volume on it in every single candle, right? If we go on the hourly, let's go on the hourly. Right? I mean, look at this, right? 5 million, 7 million. 7 million freaking volume showing in transaction. I mean, that's insane, right? So, again, where is MSPR going to be tomorrow? For me, it's going to be a ticker which is probably going to give us a little dead cat bounce all the way upwards of this 54 cent to potentially even this 58-cent levels if it manages to hold 50 cents. If it doesn't, it's headed back to 30 again, man. It's headed back to 30. And listen, I don't like telling you guys this. I don't like to be the guy that's the bearer of bad news, right? But at the end of the day, I'm also not the bearer of bad news. I'm just telling you guys what I think, right? At the end, anything's possible. And that's the beautiful thing about trading. Well, the beautiful thing and also the ugly thing is that, you could do the right thing and get the wrong results, and you could get the wrong thing. You could do the wrong thing and get the right results. And everything at the end of the day is based off of probabilities, right? Meaning that let's say a certain strategy has a 80% win rate. Well, that means 20% of the time we still fail, right? 20% of the time, that might sound like, oh, that's nothing, 20% of the time. But imagine someone told you, hey, this surgery that you're about to perform has a 20% death rate. You're gonna be like, bro, what are you talking about? What's really at 20? I'm not doing this. Fuck this. Put down the scapula. I'm not doing this surgery. Okay, so anything's possible, right? But for me, I'm not bullish at all. Unless it holds 50 cents. If it holds 50 cents, I see it going up and testing 58 cents to 60 cents. But even then, I don't see this ticker being able to get above this 67 cents-ish level once again without any news. If news doesn't come out, it's going to sell off all the way back down to the 20 cents. Now, why do I so sell so? Because this company is broke as a joke, right? They're broke as a joke. And, when you come over here, you see the company has negative $4 million in the bank. They're burning $7 million every quarter. They got no money. They have no money. Historically, they've been highly, highly dilutive, right? And right now, their overhead supply is massive as well. I don't like it. I don't like it. And again, remember, this is just my opinion. You guys can do whatever you like. But if you're tired of losing, if you're tired of getting your ass whooped every single day in the markets, I got good news for you guys. Right now, our private community is on a 50% sale for the next 10 members that join for our Black Friday event. Give it a shot. We give you everything. We give you exact entries, exact exits, when to get in, when to get out, where to set your stop loss, how much to buy based off of how big your portfolio is. You heard that right. How do we do so? Let me show you. So this is what the community looks like, okay? So we have day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, investing alerts for dividend stocks. We have crypto alerts, question and answer, lessons, one-on-one, everything like that, right? But let me show you what our alerts look like. So our alerts look like this, right? This is literally yesterday. If you take a look, right? So we give it a ticker, we give it an entry, we give it an exit. We tell you the stop loss if we have a stop loss, and we tell you how many shares to buy in your portfolio. We tell you how many shares to buy in your portfolio. Okay, so if you look over here, we give it a share size in a 10K account. So let's say you have a 50K account. What do? Well, you go ahead and you buy 5 times this amount. You have a 30K account, you go out and buy 3 times this amount, right? Simple and easy. So for example, we said $235 entry for 2 shares. That ends up being about 550, 60 bucks. So that's 5.6% of our portfolio in one single trade on TTO at $2.35, right? So simple and easy. And I'm telling you, man, people are seeing results. People are seeing results because it's easy to follow, and it's also, it's consistently paying their bills, right? I mean, if you go over here, right, previously, back in the day, we used to do a 7-day free trial, okay? This was back in the day. And read what my man Wilson said. Wilson said, "Hi, Sam, thank you for our work on our community. My 7 days trial finished. It was great. I thank you for remembering this week." 7K in 7 days he brought in. Now we no longer do a 7-day free trial. You know what we do now? Now we do a 2 weeks free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. Literally, if you look over here, right? Also, thanks, Sam, for assembling such an amazing group of mentors. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Bang. Right? Would you look at this? Literally right now. He posts this right now. Now, I am in London, so the hours are a little bit messed up. But my man says, much thanks to HRAC and Milliams for their guidance. Nice wins are all thanks to their amazing options course, even with these down markets. Bang. So again, we have day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, everything. All right? Everything, you name it, we got it. Gary Collins says, I may not be making much profits as others, but still passionate about trading. Bang. Beautiful. 3.5K yesterday from a man. Yesterday, Hamza says SSD profits locked in 362, NVTS 925. We've been crushing it, man, day in, day out. Again, there's a reason why people are coming back. The reason's simple, not because I'm so funny and handsome and humble. It's because they're making money. Kless says, thank you, Bullpig, for helping me recover my previous big loss, and slowly I'm getting back to it. 66,000. Stock News says, started at 4K this month plus 300. Started at 4K, counts at 5.7K. Wonderful, man. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm going to read a couple more to you guys, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Granny Slayer says, a couple of years ago, I was down in the trenches, absolutely beyond fucked, made every single mistake you can name and wouldn't learn from it. Lost way more than I could afford and was so close to giving up. Decided to give it one last chance and find mentors. Now I'm almost back to the green with the help of Sam and everyone else. Words can't describe it, but Sam, you helped me way more than you could know. Thank you so much for all the shot callers. The Robin account is my own doing. Really don't know what the fuck I was doing. This is himself. The Mumu account I started when joining the server, truly live server. This is him with us. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Listen, give it a shot. 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. Next 10 members, 50% discount for our limited Black Friday sale. Can't go wrong with that. Thanks for watching. Happy listening trading, my friends. Remember, don't give up, don't quit. Why? Because 90% of traders are unprofitable. 90% of traders just quit before they become profitable. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Your boy Sam from Dark Academy.